So good evening, I'm Claire and I'm from Bouquet Flowers and Gifts, and tonight I'm going to demonstrate to you how to make a hand-tied bouquet. This week is British Flower Week as well, so I wanted to celebrate the fact that we are so fortunate into producing lots of beautiful British flowers. So we've not only got British flowers, but we've also got British foliage as well. So I'm just going to put this to one side because that's just to explain why we've got some peonies in here. These amazing, and I mean amazing, cornflowers are grown by my friend who's here tonight, John. He's just set up his own business and it's called Lakes and Rivers, and his produce is amazing. So he kindly has provided those. Also pennycress, and that's like a lovely seeded head, and I believe you can dry it as well. So when your bouquet's finished, keep it and dry it and see, maybe it just do a vase with grasses or something nice. So we've got a handful of the pennygrass. Does anybody know what this foliage is called? Yes, Alchemilla mollis. So commonly known as, I don't know why, lady's mantle, but I thought it was quite interesting because it's got a nice zingy lime colour to it. Then we've got our third foliage, and does anybody know what this is? It's similar look to mint, but it's actually lemon balm, so you can just sort of like rub it between your finger and thumb and it's a real nice lemon scent. So there's our three foliage, cornflowers, also from John's farm. Does anyone know what these are? Sometimes when you see them, see where you're coming from, but these are snapdragons, antirrhinums, and they're from the pea family, so they've got like little pods almost going along to the tips. So that's those. Then, anybody know what this is? This is British. Alströmera, well done. So that's gorgeous spray on one stem, multi-heads, again, all nice and tight. So sorry. There. Next but last. Does anyone know what these are? Stop. Yes. They've got a fabulous smell. So they're nice and showy at the moment. And the last one, does anyone know? Peonies, as our customers call them. Have you got any peonies? And they say, do you mean peonies? So the reason I brought this out is all our flowers arrived this morning fresh. Freshly cut from John's fields and fresh from our Dutch drop. So to get them to this stage, I would have had to have had them in a week. I want you to enjoy them at home. So at the moment they're looking a bit like sort of balls on sticks, but they will open up to be a lovely blousy peony. Okay? And this is the variety we've got as well. So what we need to do first of all is get everything into piles. So all the same type of flower, take away lower foliage, so we don't want anything in the way of greenery hitting the water, because that will turn the water, which in turn will kill the flowers quicker than if they were clear. So just, as I say, taking away any of your lower bits of green. I'm actually going to keep this quite long, and this can come out of the bouquet because it would be a shame for me to put it in low and for you not to see those lovely little seeded heads about to appear. Alchemilla mollis is going to go in low. So we've got different sorts of textures and feels, a lot of nice scents in there as well, and a lot of things that are tight at the moment, but you will enjoy them opening at home. These have already been nicely conditioned. Peonies also take away any damaged leaves. So if, say for instance, well, the leaves are all on the top, but you see one that's got a crease or a bit of a break in, just take it away. This is called dressing your flowers. So this is what we do as florists with every bouquet we send out. It goes out top so that, you know, everything's looking as neat and clean as possible. And then this cornflower is gorgeous because it's a nice spray with the lovely buds. So just grab the branch in your hand and just pull away any of those straggly little leaves that you don't want going in the water. Okay, and these, as I say, are all lovely British varieties. We're a little bit out of seasons at the moment because of the weather. June's been, apart from today, been a bit, so seasons have been rocked around a little bit, but we've still got a nice variety, I think. So I'm going to decide which is going to be my main flower, and I think we're going to go for the peonies because when they're open they're just going to like be a pop of an explosion of colour like this one here. So central, hold it between your finger and thumb. I prefer using my left hand for this. You might feel better. Emma does it the wrong way, she does it with her right. I do it the right way with my left.
Are you right-handed though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right-handed. Yeah.
It's funny, there's no like rhyme or, you know, don't know why. Then I'm going to frame my focal flower with some lemon balm. And at this stage we need to be thinking about crossing our stems. At the end of us creating the hand-tied bouquet, all the stems should spiral, and that way it sits better. So coming in that way so that the stem comes across and down to my right, then just slightly turn and then get your other piece of lemon balm and do the same. Then a slight turn again, and then we will get our Alstroemeria in. Again, slight turn, stems are all going down, shooting arrows right down, okay? Slight turn. So you can see it starts, and if you were looking above, they're quite evenly spaced. The focal's framed with the lemon balm, and the Alstro's nice and evenly spaced there too. Then I think we'll get our Alchemilla mollis in. Now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking there's a bit of a gap here and a bit of a gap here. So make your foliage work. So bringing it down again and just slightly turn it. Now see, my Alstro have moved closer. So I'm going to try and divide it by filtering in the Alchemilla mollis there, so it breaks those two up again. Then I'm going to put my snapdragons in, and I'm just going to put them in between the Alstro. So turn, between the two alstros, turn, and between the two alstros again. Okay, so that's starting to build. Then I'm going to use my stocks. So in between the alstro and the snapdragons, coming down again, turn, flower head in there in the centre, turn, flower head again. So you can see that the stems are starting to build up that spiral effect. Then I'm going to put our lovely pennycress in, and because it's so long, I'm just going to have it coming over the top, drizzling it over the top. Slight turn again. Pull things up if they're starting to get a bit lost, so you can see your flower heads when they're opening. There's no point in having everything where it's really low and all your foliage is put in it and covering it. You want to see the beautiful flowers. Okay, and then slight turn again, and then whoop, slight turn again. I'm having these bowing over as well. You can create it how you want it. It's your bouquet. Then, next but last, the 2 peonies that I've got left are going in. Again, leave the heads so they're nicely seen. Okay. And then our lovely cornflowers, I'm going to leave quite high, because although they're not in flower at the moment, they will come on and you will see them opening up. Okay, and in, and then last but not least, now see the stalks have gone quite together, so I'm just going to open my bouquet up a bit, pull out the heads, come on, let's see you guys, and then sort of divide your stalks there, and I'm going to get that cornflower in, and that's doing the job of keeping them apart. And that is British hand-tied bouquet. Now, to tie it, where my hand's gripping it, we use some jute string. We've all got a length. Cut it to approximately so long, and there's a knack to this. Pop it in half like so. My little finger's doing it, I'm posh with my teacup. Okay? Take the string over your finger, bend your finger so it doesn't move, wrap the 2 pieces around, then let the loop go, bring the 2 ends in, pull one way and one the other, just resting it here, pull firm, but you don't want to slice through your stems, they're quite soft, and then a nice firm double knot, and then just a trim, and then that's going to hold your bouquet in place. Now the wrapping, the magic. So we've technically got some special titles for the pieces of cellophane. These are called tops. And we have 2 of those, and they are so wide, they don't need to be wider than that, and that's the length of the width of the roll. So we've got 2 of them for the dressing of the top, and then we have a square of clear, and this is going to hold the water and the bouquet all together. So that needs to be a square, a decent amount, okay? So it's all pre-cut ready for you. The only thing you've got to assemble is the castle box. Okay. So put the base onto your table. Start folding the side flaps in. Bring the shorter tabs in and start sliding them into place. Fold them so that they go in easy and leave one side down, and then these are just your neck, just bend them down. We're leaving this side open to put the actual bouquet in through there. Right, back to the tops. So open them out and fold them so that there's two peaks at the bottom, and so it's almost like a skirt. Okay, take it to your bouquet, then where the tied part of your bouquet is, scrunch it in nicely, okay, so that the skirt is protecting your flowers. Bring in the two sides together and just catch in with some sellotape, a couple of pieces, okay? And then we want to just do another skirt on the other side, so exactly the same again. Get your two peaks at the top for your skirt, and then where you've just sellotaped is where we want to go. Just pull it over. You don't want to wrap it so it's like a straight jacket, which I'll show now. So if you were to say, the flowers can't breathe, they won't be able to open, and you can't see them, we're just doing a presentation. So, and you need to be able to open it up so that those flowers can flow open and you get the best of them. Catch in again, okay? Then measure before you cut. Take your stems to the side of your box. Where your hand and the tying point is needs to be slightly lower than the top of that box. So work it out so that I'm going to actually cut to about here. So I just, a little tip, bend a stem, scrunch them all together. There it is. So I can see my bend there that I've just done as my guide. So I'm going to cut straight across. Sorry if I fire anything at you. Okay. Those stems are still nicely spiraled, and that's going to make it balance and sit well. Then you need your bottom, and you open it out so that you've got a corner at the top, and you'll see the middle because there's crossed lines where the creases are, and you want to hold your stems there, lie it down, take the other half up and over. We've got different ribbons for you to pick. You can choose. I've decided to go with this light purple jute. So got a nice length of that. Have it ready on the side. Take your side wings, if you like, up to that tying point and scrunch them in. And try and sort of manoeuvre the cellophane so that it's not all bunched up at one side. That way your aqua bubble will work better. Your ribbon, tie around. The tying point is always on the same place. A little bit of a bow or just a tie, whatever you prefer. Can of flour food water. This has got exactly the correct amount of flour food in. We've got a dosing unit which just gives the correct amount of flour food to all the water it produces. And then you just slowly watch it flow and fill at the bottom. And fill it up as much as you can. So even if you've got to go back and top your watering can up, that's fine. Okay? So there's your aqua bubble. Then sliding it in the side here. Close your front door. Make your folds on your tabs. Slide those in to the openings. Push it in so it's not going to fall. And every bouquet we send out of our shop here is flour food. Why? It's already got flour food in it. Does anyone know? Yeah, because it shouldn't stay in this. It's fine to stay in this for 2 days max, really. A lot of people just get them at home, leave them on the side. And that's fine if that suits you.
Yeah.
But if you want to enjoy your flowers for much longer, you need to take them out of the cellophane. So you take the bubble to the sink, cut your cellophane away, recut your stems, and put your sachet of flour food into your new water in your clean bars. And that all helps prolong life. And that is your British aqua hand tide. Over to you. So let's see some lovely British hand tides. Yeah.
So why do we put the box then? Why not? You know, because the old way used to be in like cellophane, didn't it? And people used to get a cellophane bouquet.
Yeah. Why put it in a box?
Why would you put it in a box?
Because these days, a lot of people work. A lot of people aren't actually in when we deliver the flowers. Sometimes we deliver to workplaces.
Yeah.
This way they're getting water all the time. Especially on a day like today where it's quite muggy. That's getting water. And if we're delivering to someone who's not well, that's not causing them more stress. That's the last thing we want to do. The people are sending flowers for them because they're thinking of them, they don't want to give them another problem. So there's a multitude of reasons, but mainly it makes the flowers last longer,
Right.
which everybody wants.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I've always left mine in the box, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
never known any, you know what I mean, when it comes you always think, well, it's
exactly.
easy, it's-
On our branded shop boxes, there are instructions on the side that do say can be left in the box for 1 or 2 days. Some people take them straight out because they want to show off their new vase on the side, or they're having guests and they want to pretend they've made this arrangement,
Yeah.
which is fine. But yeah, really 2 days max. Yeah. Is there any other questions before we have a go ourselves? No? Okay, let's do this.
Come on, you can do this. It's crackers and pat, isn't it? I remember you from last time when you came. You're really good. I'll get you bubbles. You're again, I think, so you're at the table. Sat down, is that all right?
I'm thinking, oh, I've lost it.
You are.
I'm just going to stop the
Just
video.
it's like